Welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. It is Go Home Show for No Way Out. Hulk Hogan will main event tonight, one-on-one with Scott Hall. A lot of history in that match between those two. They will collide tonight. Well, kicking things off with a triple threat match. You're going to see Sting, Diamond Dallas Page and Jeff Hardy kicking off the show right here over on Nitro. The kickoff match will be triple threat. It will be Ric Flair, Matt Hardy and Kanyon. Simultaneous triple threat matches on both shows as they get ready for the triple threat Tag Team Championship match this Sunday at No Way Out. There is also going to be a major announcement tonight. Mr. McMahon has got some news and he is very, very excited about it. And also WCW Champion Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's put out a challenge. He has offered Test, the Royal Rumble winner, a match tonight, non-title, as it is 1 year since Test defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin at No Way Out in last season. Well, Sting defeated Diamond Dallas Page one-on-one in the last episode. And Jeff Hardy triple threat action here. Nothing on the line here, just the momentum. I've said it a million times. Momentum goes a long way going into the pay-per-view, especially in this game, the way it works. You get momentum boosts for winning matches. You lose momentum when you lose. So you could get a bonus going into your big pay-per-view matchup. As the Hardy Boys want to reclaim the WWF Tag Team Championships. And here we go. Diamond Dallas Page is just watching on here as Jeff and Sting kicking things off. And, well, Jeff Hardy bringing Page into the match. And, well, Sting, definitely the most experienced of the three. Jeff Hardy would be the youngest. And Page lying in wait there with a belly-to-belly. And oh, and there's Jeff now. Manhattan drop of his own. Let's see, the roles are reversed. Triple threat match over on Nitro. Well, we got two big matches tonight, double main event. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Test. Hulk Hogan versus Scott Hall. A lot of history in that matchup. Scott Hall won his first world title, defeating Hulk Hogan at Starrcade. That was back at the start of season 2. As Jeff Hardy comes up behind Page. Joys of a triple threat match. Every time you take someone down, the other guy's standing right behind you. Oh, well, Page didn't like that one. Right on the jaw. As Page and right on his Sting, man. Diamond Dallas Page is looking good right now. Oh, spoke too soon. Jeff Hardy lying in wait, picking his moment. Page here. Got him all kinds of wrapped up. Jeff Hardy, though, rolls through. And, oh, Sting! This came right in there. Right through the two of them. And Sting rocking the red paint. That's because he's on the invading side tonight on Raw. And Sting. Now you can see there's no WCW team up in this, man. Diamond Dallas Page and Sting have not hesitated to go after each other. It seems to be a big part of this invasion. As much as it's WCW versus WWF, for the last 2 years in this universe, you've seen these guys go at it on their respective shows. As there's that spin out bomb on the Stinger there. We've seen some unlikely team ups. I'd say Ric Flair and Sting, one hell of an unlikely team up. As no, Jeff Hardy went through him there. Even Goldberg and Scott Steiner from the WCW side. Another extremely unlikely team up. And, oh, sorry my man, I'm a little bit busy. As Jeff Hardy now going for his inverted twist of fate. And oh, right through the back with a clothesline now. He could have his moment right now if he went for a swanton, but he's going for a pin. Oh, I actually thought maybe if he'd went swanton there, he could have got it done. That was a huge mistake by Jeff Hardy there. And Sting into the corner. And oh, was that a double Stinger splash? As if the two of them went for a double Stinger splash there. Oh, but Sting not getting caught in the back body drop on Page after a double Stinger splash. And Sting is broken. Nope, not getting caught there. Jeff Hardy though with a big DDT. That's Jeff Hardy now. Over, big sunset flip, centre of the ring. Shoulders are down. And Jeff Hardy might be looking for his moment here. The Stinger's down on the outside. Jeff Hardy, top rope, swanton bomb. And the leg is hooked. The Stinger's outside. And Jeff Hardy. Oh! That would have been a huge win for the young Jeff Hardy. And, oh, for God's sake. A neck breaker there. And the Stinger now, as Jeff Hardy's been taken out. And Sting is staring at Diamond Dallas Page. And, oh, here he goes. And Sting. And, oh, he's going. Deathlock. He's locked in it. And I don't think Page has got a lot of places to go right out of it. But, oh, Sting goes right through him again. And Diamond Dallas Page did not get caught there. Hit nothing but fresh air there. And oh, he went for it again. Well, Page gets saved there, almost locked in the deathlock for a second time. And oh, and Page is fired up here. And Jeff Hardy. And he's right back on him. As he's looking for this spin out bomb. We've seen Page put people away with it before. And that could do it. Oh, he missed him. What did you do, Sting? He had nothing but fresh air. And Diamond Dallas Page picks up the victory. There was the double stinger splash. That was a unique move. Man, that spin out bomb, that really gets the job done, doesn't it? It's really became one of Paige's iconic moves. And well, Jeff Hardy, I thought he might have had it with a swanton. I thought Sting had it with a deathlock. Right here, man, Jeff went right through him to break that up. But Diamond Dallas Page picks up the victory for himself. I would tell you who won the match on WCW Nitro, but I've not done it yet, so I have no idea. Well, it'll be a triple threat tornado tag for the WWF Tag Team Championships this Sunday at No Way Out. And well, this man, he will defend the Intercontinental Championship at No Way Out against the #1 contender, Ricky Morton. Ricky Morton, who defeated Lance Storm to become the official #1 contender. World Challenge Edge. Edge seems to be showing Ricky Morton the respect, as much as it's a war. Well, there's big differences between how certain people act. The good guys and the bad guys are on both sides. But Edge right now is going to go one-on-one with the man who failed to become #1 contender. And that is Lance Storm. He has thrown out the challenge that he wanted a match. He wanted a match with Edge tonight. And Edge was more than happy to accept. Is Lance Storm not happy that he failed to become #1 contender? Ricky Morton, of course, picked up a surprising victory over Edge last week on, 2 weeks ago, sorry, on Raw. I'm getting mixed up now because instead of making these weekly, I'm making them daily and putting them up every day. As I say, it gives me something to do while we're in this lockdown. I actually thought I was going to get to work from home when it came to my job, but instead I got put on what's called furlough. So they're just going to pay me to do nothing. So I've not complained. Thankfully that happened because I was a little worried I wasn't going to be able to keep the lights on. As Lance Storm going straight for the leg here. As Edge right up. Look at Lance Storm though. Two fellow Canadians going at it here. Right into the tie-up again, Edge this time. Pushing Lance Storm back. And, oh, well, Edge picked his moment there, man. Sent him right into the corner. And, oh, Lance Storm, though. Oh, wait a minute. Well, that seems to be an issue as well. Lance Storm and Ricky Morton both represent WCW. But at the end of the day, man, these guys want to be champions. And that's what's happened with the Jersey City Triads with the tag team titles. As Edge goes for the roll-up here. And Edge rolling up Lance Storm. Lance Storm able to push him off. Well, Ricky Morton, I think, just coming out. He's already defeated Edge, but he will meet Edge. Ricky Morton's had a taste of singles gold before. As Edge scoops under Northern Lights. And into the brutal neck wrench. The brutal neck wrench. Everyone's favourite move. And oh man, well, there's no name for that. That's just a kick in the face. And oh well, Edge didn't like that. He didn't like getting kicked in the face, that's for damn sure. And oh, and a jumping calf kick. Signature manoeuvre of Lance Storm over the years. Well, Lance Storm, oh god, look at Lance Storm here. Oh man, what's he doing? And Lance Storm, man, wrapping Edge right up. It's like a version of the crossface. And oh, an Edge. Not quite the spear, but he definitely felt it. As Edge now. Oh, looked like he was looking for that impaler DDT. And oh, watch out. And he's trying to wrap him up here. And oh, he's in the ropes though. He's in the ropes. Locking in that half crab. The, what did they call it again? Is it Calgary something? I can't remember. It blanked me. I knew the name of it, but I've blanked what it's actually called. As Lance Storm. As Edge now scoops him up. Backbreaker. Ooh. Sorry, I sneezed a little bit. As Edge into the cover. And another brutal neck wrench is locked in. As Edge sent him in the ring, locking in the neck wrench. Oh, good God, man, Edge, is it enough? The third brutal neck wrench, man. Such a dangerous move. That's why everybody does it. You know, Lance Storm scoops on him though. Snap suplex, man. His legs went right up against the ropes there. And oh, went for the super kick, didn't connect. And Edge. Lance Storm went for the super kick, did not connect it. And the Edge-O-Matic thought he was going for a spear there, but round the back he went. As he lays in with the right hands. As Lance Storm catches him with a jawbreaker. Two of them seem to know each other well. Went for another calf kick, didn't connect. And, oh, right in the breadbasket. As though round the back. And Lance Storm. Oh, Edge flips him over. And Edge apparently can't lift Lance Storm. As Lance Storm fires him across the ring into the corner and oh, returns the favour. And Lance Storm here, where's he going? Up and over. Guillotining him right on that bottom rope. And oh, planted him. And again, this was the mistake Lance Storm made. This was the mistake he made on Nitro last week. He didn't go for the pin after the super kick, and Ricky Morton caught him out as he's top rope. And there we go. That little moment. But it's Lance Storm back onto him. And oh, Lance Storm here. And he's going for the Calgary Crab, that's it. And he's got him locked in here, but he's got the arm locked up as well. And Edge has got nowhere to go. And Edge, the Intercontinental Champion, tapped out to Lance Storm. And oh man, a few bad weeks for Edge. I thought Lance Storm had taken a huge risk by not going for the pin off the super kick. The same mistake he made last week. But you saw the way he folded him up, he hooked the arm, and that Calgary Crab, you see the way he had it singed in. And Lance Storm just made the IC champion tap out. And Lance Storm, well, he feels he should be #1 contender. And well, I'm not going to lie, if Edge retains it No Way Out, Lance Storm might have full right to say, I deserve a shot. Well, we've been joined by Ken Shamrock in the ring here. Alright, let's cut to the chase. Now, I spoke to the boss man. It's not that boss man, sorry. Vince McMahon boss man, I just realised what I said there. I spoke to the real boss man, and that is Mr. McMahon, about my match with the big boss man this Sunday. So, after your involvement, aligning yourself with Triple H and that clique, bringing Big Psycho Sid Vicious in last week, I decided I don't want any excuses. I don't want any interference, which is why, Big Boss Man, this Sunday at No Way Out, me and you, it will be inside the Lion's Den. Steel cage. The Lion's Den match, which suits me to a T. You will have to be ready for a fight inside my Lion's Den. Well, Ken Shamrock, a Lion's Den match, which traditionally was pretty much like the Octagon, but obviously we don't have that, so it'll pretty much just be a cage. But Lion's Den match for Ken Shamrock and the Big Boss Man, I guess there technically will be No Way Out. Well, moving on after Ken Shamrock's announcement. And, well, Rhino's going to have a rematch from last week after his upsetting loss to Buff Bagwell.
Making his way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan.
Sorry, hit my mic there. And, well, Rhino wants to make up for that loss last week. And here he comes with really gay music. And Buff Bagwell got himself a victory last week. These two are going to go at it again. As here they go, face to face here. And oh man, well, Rhino not wasting any time here, is he? And Rhino wants to make up for his loss. And, oh, a back elbow there. As Rhino, man, he's all over Buff Bagwell here, isn't he? Oh, man, into the corner. And, jeez, he doesn't wear knee pads. So that's a hell of a one to take. And, oh, what did I just say? Good God, man. And Rhino is all over Buff Bagwell right now. And my God, there's Rhino. And Rhino is going to town. And Buff Bagwell. It switches him out here. Oh, Buff Bagwell scooping him right up onto the ropes. And oh, Buff Bagwell, this is the first thing we've seen him do in this match here, and it's going to be a superplex. And, oh, wait a minute. That's... And, oh, wait a minute. Over the barrier here. And he's in the ring. The Big Show is in the ring. And, oh, he's waiting for him. He's waiting for him. And Buff Bagwell. Jeez, man. And, oh, look at Rhino. And Rhino rolling into the cover. And Rhino. Well, Rhino seemed quite happy to take that one. Well, Big Show and Rhino had a bit of tag teaming going on recently. Not too long ago, Big Show wished Rhino good luck before his match last week, and it looks like Big Show decided to give his old buddy Rhino a little assist here. He landed the showstopper.
Here is your winner.
And Big Show's yelling at Rhino. And what's Rhino doing? Big Show's shouting orders down at him. And oh, wait a minute here, and Rhino's in the ring here, and oh God. And Rhino. And Rhino, man, he is taking it. And right in the gut. As Rhino, and Rhino now, and the Rhino driver. And oh, Rhino's not done. And I think Rhino is unleashing some frustration here. The goal just took Buff Bagwell out. And I think some frustration might have got the better of the man beast. Well, moving on here is Mr. McMahon's backstage, and well, he's really excited about his announcement. He's not dropping any hints, but he's got something to say. As here comes Rob Van Dam, who will challenge for the light heavyweight championship this Sunday at No Way Out. It'll be a triple threat match. Rob Van Dam and Tajiri challenging the champion Six Pack as they try and bring that belt back to the World Wrestling Federation. And, oh, I guess he still has DX music. As here comes Six Pack, the World Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight Champion. The former WWE Tag Team Champion. Super Brawl last week, the Dudley Boys took those belts from Six and Scott Hall. Six Pack still has one belt, but will he have it after this Sunday? It could be a bad 2 weeks for him. A bad 2 weeks for the Click. Well, a little singles action. I'm sure Tajiri will be watching closely. Tajiri, who picked up a good win over the Cruiserweight champion last week. Despite Six's involvement, Six Pack actually dropped. Oh, watch out, RVD here. And RVD's got something on his mind. And over the top rope he goes. Six actually dropped Tajiri in that match against Rey Mysterio Jr. on Nitro last week, but somehow, someway, Tajiri actually managed to still fight back and pick up the victory, despite being factored by Six. Well, RVD, despite flying over the top rope, might have done more damage to himself than he did to Six. As in, over the top he goes. It's back into the ring here, and that's Tajiri's music. And I never actually said this. Tajiri, and it looks like we're going to get this twice in a row, as in the ring. And Tajiri, oh, it'd be so much better if he just done the mist. And Tajiri, brain buster! And that is revenge for last week on Nitro. Hard to believe that Tajiri might just have helped Rob Van Dam pick up a win, but he did not, man. Six gets the shoulder up from that brain buster. Hard to believe Tajiri might just have helped Rob Van Dam. The issues those two have. And oh man, well, Six able to get out of the way to try and get himself back into some control here. As the Irish whip. And oh, lovely spinning kick there. Well, Tajiri, forget RVD. He wanted a shot at 6 after he dropped him last week. And RVD. And RVD with his own brutal neck wrench. Everyone's favourite move right there. And, oh, he's going to follow up the neck range with a little rolling thunder. But he's right back up on his feet. Gets a shot in the gut. As RVD up on his shoulders and rolls through. That would have been a good way to shoot right up to the top rope there, actually. And, oh, slowing it down. Rest hold. And, oh, I forgot I had that downloading again. I've told myself I'm going to finish it. Got a lot of time to spare. Thought I may as well try and play through some games that I've got lying around. As 06 though, going for an airplane spin. I think I downloaded Ace Combat 7, Rage 2, Gears 5, Dying Light. Just giving myself a bunch of games to play. Downloaded a bunch of films as well. I say there's not much else to really do every day. And down to the floor. Van Dam. And RVD on the outside. We had enough count outs in the last episode. Let's not have any more, please. And oh, drop kick. I'll also tell you people, we're going to have an unlikely team up tonight as well. Oh, wait a minute. And what's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, he went to use the chair. And RVD blocking it. And I think 6 has had enough of this match. As 6 tried to use the steel chair. And oh, that roundhouse to the back of the head. As he files him into the corner. And 6 seemed quite happy to get himself DQ'd there. Looked like he was just going to go for a chair shot. But we're back in the ring now. But thanks to using that chair, 6 might have put himself in a prime spot here. He's got an underhook on the top rope. And 6 launches her off the top. And 6 is... Oh, RVD. Oh, wait for the drop kick. Didn't connect. Is RVD back again. As he sends him to the corner. And staring. And no, got him there. Rolls through. Oh, man. 6 showing us something. And oh, he's stalking. He's stalking. As RVD pushes him off. And oh, RVD. As he goes top rope. What wouldn't you do? What the hell was that? Oh, it was perfectly set. Oh, what a tit. That was perfectly set for a 5-star, and he done a leg drop. What a moron. What an absolute moron. I hate the AI in this game sometimes. It completely ruins it. Oh. That little kick, and then up the top rope, and he done a leg drop instead of a 5-star. Well, RVD picks up the win. Tajiri's involvement earlier on, 6 pretty much tried to get himself disqualified. I think he was quite happy to use the steel chair and dropped RVD. Just get a few licks in with a steel chair before this Sunday, but it will be a triple threat match, and it will be for the light heavyweight championship, who will leave No Way Out as champion. RVD never lost that belt. He was stripped of it. Can he get it back? Well, tag team action actually was just about to announce this match before Six pulled that steel chair out from under the ring. We're about to see another unlikely team up as Owen Hart and Jim Neidhart are about to team up here. And well, Jim and Owen. And of course, Brian Pillman out here with them. As Chris Benoit was challenged to a tag team match tonight, but Kurt Angle, who teamed up with him before, is not here. So Chris Benoit went and found himself another tag team partner tonight. As Chris Benoit comes out onto the stage here, he had to find himself another partner to team with tonight. And it looks like he found himself another fellow Canadian, the former WCW champion, Y2J, Chris Jericho. Well, Chris Jericho failed to reclaim the WCW title on Nitro last week. He's now, you could say, out of the title picture. But Chris Jericho has already said he will get back there, but he is a main event player now. And Chris Jericho. Well, Jericho and Benoit, we already saw Benoit and Angle team up. Now we're going to see Jericho and Benoit team up. As I say, this invasion has brought some strange alliances. Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit, both former WCW. As here we go, Benoit scoops under straight away. Benoit, who got a count-out victory on Nitro last week against Jim Neidhart. Neidhart tried to take the fight to the outside, and he tried to beat on Benoit outside, but it backfired. Benoit took him down as he now goes for the brutal neck-wrench of his own. But as they were fighting outside last week, Benoit got the better of him, put down Neidhart, jumped in the ring. The count of 10 is Benoit again, man. He's trying to rip the head off of Jim Neidhart. Another brutal neck wrench. As of course the issues with Benoit and the Foundation came because, well, Benoit has made Jim Neidhart tap out twice to a sharpshooter. They made Brian Pillman tap out to the sharpshooter as well. Owen Hart has taken offence with that. Owen Hart attacked Chris Benoit a few weeks ago. And well, Benoit has wanted his hands on Owen, and he's got his chance now. Tag team action. They are in the ring together. As well, Benoit wanted Owen, as Owen caught the leg there, and Owen takes him down. Owen Hart, who was always World Wrestling Federation, but as soon as that contract went up, he joined his brother. It never settled right with the Hart family. How Britt was treated and what happened. As Benoit laying in with the rights. And oh, Owen scoops under. And the Manhattan drop there. It's Jericho calling for the tag. As well, Jim Neidhart. This is a big man coming off the top rope. As Benoit with a jawbreaker drop kicks him down. Didn't really get his hands on Owen, not the way he wanted anyway. And oh, big double back body drop there. There's the tag. Jericho in now. And well, Chris Jericho. Got to wonder how he is in the head after finally getting a world championship. Now back to a mid-card tag team match. Jericho promised he'll be back. He'll get there. And oh, what a shot there. As Jericho now. My God, poor Jim Neidhart and the brutal neck wrenches. As Hart Foundation here, double team, big double back body drop. As Owen Hart plants Jericho with a DDT. And oh, he was about to make the tag there. Nope, Jericho managed to get a hand up there. He slapped the legs away. And oh, Jericho! He don't need no sharpshooter. He'll get you his way. And his way is the walls of Jericho. And Owen Hart, we've already seen one tap out tonight. Could we see a second? Is Owens able to push himself out of it? And oh man, Neidhart, here he comes again. As oh, Jericho float over. The swinging neckbreaker there. And a shot, man, bending the arm back. As Jericho is dragging Neidhart. No, wait a minute, Jericho, the Lion Salt. And the Lion Salt connected, and it looks like Owen Hart's going to stop that one. And oh, and Owen moved out the way, and down went Benoit. As Neidhart. And a little miscommunication there. There's Jericho though. And Owen. And oh wait, Owen slapped out of it. And Owen with Jericho. Pile driver just planted him there. And I don't think Owen liked being put in the walls of Jericho. He did not. And Jericho's going to get the sharpshooter. As Benoit has pulled himself back up to the apron here. But Jericho! And Jericho, man, taps out and Benoit looks furious on the apron. And well, you've got to say, the drop kick that took out Benoit. Jericho took Benoit out of the equation. And Owen Hart locked in the sharpshooter on Chris Jericho. Owen broke this one. But the drop kick, Owen dropped that pile driver, didn't go for a pin, locked in the sharpshooter. And well, you've got to say, and well, Benoit, as Jericho's down on the outside, Benoit does not look happy. As Jericho and Benoit, two men that have fought many times, tried to team up tonight. And well, miscommunication, that team up did not work. Well, Benoit up on his feet here. As you can see, Benoit just doesn't look happy. As Benoit looking at Jericho, and he's shouting at Jericho, what the hell? The hell is wrong with you? As Jericho's on his knees here trying to say to him it was an accident. And, well, he doesn't seem too amused by it. As, oh, wait, Benoit! Benoit! And Benoit locking in the crippler crossface on Jericho on the outside of the ring. And Benoit with a crossface on Jericho. And my God, he did not look too happy there, did he? As he lets go of it. And oh wait, Benoit. And Benoit putting him into the ring here, and Benoit doesn't appear to be done with it here in the ring now. The Hart Foundation is left, and Benoit locking it in again. The crossface is locked in again. And Chris Benoit on Jericho, and so much for the team up of these two. That did not work. Benoit not happy at being drop kicked by Chris Jericho. Locked in a crossface on him on the outside, put him in the ring and locked it in again. And Chris Benoit not happy at what happened here. Well, alright, here we go. The boss is in the building. Well, he's got something to say. Alright, let me enlighten you all. I have known for a few days now about something that's going to happen this Sunday, and it's got me all kinds of excited. Oh, I'm excited, people. I'm excited to speak to the people and let you all know. This Sunday, in this very ring, there will be a return. He's not going to be in action, not yet anyway, but he will be here to address the fans. Ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday at No Way Out will be the return of the one, the only, the People's Champion, The Rock. He will be here in person to address you all. This Sunday at No Way Out, The Rock returns to the World Wrestling Federation. And well, there you have it, people. The Rock will be at No Way Out this Sunday. The Rock will be back. And what is The Rock going to have planned during this invasion? Well, huge announcement about The Rock is coming back home. But right now, Stone Cold Steve Austin, 1 year on since their match at No Way Out in Season 2, where Stone Cold Steve Austin wanted Test to prove himself that he was ready for WrestleMania. And Test defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin at No Way Out. Austin is now the WCW champion. And well, Austin quite simply said, Test, it's 1 year later, you've won the Royal Rumble again. I want to know that you're ready. And Austin has straight up challenged Test to a match tonight to prove that he is ready for this match once again. He won the respect of Austin at No Way Out last year. Test went on to win the Royal Rumble again. I still can't believe it. But Test will have another chance. I still can't believe it, no matter how much I say it. And well, Stone Cold Steve Austin, 1 year later. And well, he won the championship in that fatal 4-way at Super Brawl. He retained it in a rematch with Chris Jericho on last week's Nitro. Now this is a non-title match. Stone Cold Steve Austin just out of sheer respect said, Test, kid, I want you to prove yourself and I want you to show me you're ready to get this done. And well, Stone Cold Steve Austin obviously has respect for Test. And he just wants to have him ready. Ready for WrestleMania. As here we go, and oh, Test! Well, Austin said he wanted to see what he's got. And well, Test is not hesitating, is he? As Test with Austin here. And oh! And Test is all over Steve Austin right now. And he drops the leg on him. And another gut wrench. As these shots here. And oh man. And I don't think Austin was expecting this type of assault by Test, but you know what? Test has got a world champion in the ring right now. And that's what you've got to do sometimes. And Test is showing Austin that he's got exactly what it takes. And man, you want to fight back, Austin? As Test all over him right now. And the crowd is a little bit against Test right now, but you know what? You've got to show the respect. Test has came out the gates. He's got this man in the ring. And he is all over him. As Austin right after him into the side of the table. And I don't think the crowd, well, Test is eating it up right now with the crowd. As on the outside. And he cannot stop taunting, can he? Test with the elbow there. The crowd is trying to get behind Austin. And Test is really showing us right now that he's got that attitude that is necessary. We've seen him go at it with people before. And would you look at Test go right now? This could be an incredibly one-sided matchup. And oh, Test! Oh! No, well, he's going up, Might be looking for the flying elbow here. Test, top rope. Oh, but home! And Luther press by Austin, which is not a signature move, I promise. No, wait a minute. And that's Triple H's music. And wait a minute, in the ring, Triple H with Austin, and a pedigree. As Test is pulling himself up to his feet here. As Test sees Triple H, he sees, and Test has just noticed what's happened here. As Test realises, and Test is looking around, and Test just booted the head off of Austin. And Test is taking that victory. Well, Test, he saw Triple H leaving. I don't think he realised the pedigree hit. But Test looked about and he took the moment. Triple H came in with a pedigree after Austin with a Luther press. And well, Test picked his moment and landed that boot. And well, 1 year later, Test defeats Austin yet again. Only this time, there was some help involved. And well, Test, he saw Triple H leaving, he saw Austin down, he knows there's no way he doesn't know that Triple H done something, and Test doesn't care. Test took that moment, took that opportunity, and he took the head off of the WCW champion. Well, man, that wasn't the end of the show. Told you we had a double main event tonight. Triple if we go with the announcement. Well, Vince McMahon has informed the Click backstage that no one better come out here with Scott Hall. Everyone is banned from ringside. It will be Scott Hall. It will be Hulk Hogan one-on-one. Now, this match comes with history for anyone that's new to this universe. Scott Hall, who at the end of Season 1 won World War III, and at the start of Season 2 went on to Starrcade to win his first ever World Championship, where he defeated Hollywood Hulk Hogan to become the World Champion of WCW. There's a lot of history when it comes to Scott Hall and Hulk Hogan. Through Season 1, the turmoil of the NWO, where Scott Hall wanted to be bigger and, well, Hulk Hogan didn't want anyone surpassing him, shall we say. Everyone who watched Season 1 knows Hulk Hogan was not dropping that belt. He was not putting anybody over. No way. Every single month, every single pay-per-view, Hulk Hogan retained. He was not dropping that. He was not dropping the big gold belt. And, well, Hulk Hogan and Scott Hall. We said there was history between Austin and Test. I need to admit, I really like how that Austin Test one just played out there. It was pretty good, actually. Well, Hogan and Hall going to collide once again as well. Not far off a year later. And, well, he will meet Kevin Nash in the main event of No Way Out this Sunday. Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash, talk about two men with history as well. It was Hogan, Hall and Nash who started the NWO. And, well, here we go. And, whoa, Hogan just put him on his ass. Well, Scott Hall won the title when it came to Hulk Hogan's rematch. Hall actually retained it then as well. So Scott Hall does have a couple of one-on-one victories over Hulk Hogan. And, Scott Hall didn't like... Yeah, no, wait. Hogan taunting here. And Scott Hall trying to take advantage. Scott Hall cowered out of the ring there. The former WCW Tag Team Champion lost that at Super Brawl last week. And a backbreaker there. Well, Scott Hall rolled out the ring. Hogan took the chance to entertain the crowd. Hall took full advantage, running right back in. As he scoops him up. And a backbreaker on Scott Hall this time. See how he likes it. And, kicking out the knee. And right into the corner. And, Hogan, man, powers right back out. And, Hogan just brushing that hand across. Always enjoy a go-home show. Hyping the pay-per-view. Always find it an entertaining one. I feel this one's been quite entertaining. Hopefully the main event doesn't let us down. Has done many times before. It happened in Nitro last week. As Scott Hall just choking Hogan here. The last two matches ended in count out, man. That was really annoying. I was going to restart it, but I just didn't have the time to do it. As Scott Hall, scooping Hogan up, going for everyone's second favourite. Holy shit, no, over the top rope, and Hogan. It was only a month ago that Hogan took a hell of a bump off of a steel cage onto his back, going into the triple threat match at the Royal Rumble. And now here he just got thrown over the top rope onto his back. As up on the shoulders again, man, everyone's second favourite. And that was a hell of a hit that Hogan just took. man. Oh, man. A count of 6 here. I think Scott Hall, this isn't necessarily about the victory. This is about weakening up Hogan, and that throw over the top rope might just have done it. Hogan took a hell of a whack there on his back. His back body drop. Hogan throwing up the click sign there. As Hogan trying to get back into this after the huge hit that he took. As Hogan, you can see, looks a little tired here. Huge right there. And bye, ref. As Scott Hall. And oh, well, Scott Hall saw that coming. He tried to wind up, and oh man, DDT. Referee trying to get back to his feet here after being run over. Only a 1. And oh, Scott Hall underneath, and oh, Hogan. Hall though right back on him. And oh, the knee strike there. And oh man, you can see Hogan. You can see it. He's feeling it. As Hogan blasts him into the corner. And now Irish whip. Went for a back elbow there. The kind of bounced off. His Hall scoops him up again. And oh, the knee again. And Hogan, man, he could be all wrapped up for no way out again. At the rate this is going. Scott Hall came out here to weaken him up, and that is exactly what he might have done. And back in again, and Scott Hall, man, and Scott Hall up, and the backbreaker again. And oh, Scott Hall's loving it. He's beat him before, and I think he believes he can beat him again. It's Hogan. And Hogan using strength that he's got here. He must have felt that there. And Hogan going for a cover. It's Hogan. And Hulk Hogan here, slowing it down a bit. He is taking some shots to the back. And oh, but Scott Hall. As Hogan comes back with a right, and oh, and drops that leg. And oh, Hogan's fired up. All kinds of fired up. And oh, Hall rolls to the outside. And oh, Scott Hall comes in, catches him, choke slam by Scott Hall. Hogan just got caught out there. And no! And Hall. No, right on the knee. As Hogan. And Hogan takes him down again. And oh, here goes Hogan again, man. Fired up again with these elbows. I think that chokeslam might have woke him up. And oh wait, Hogan. And Hogan might be looking to drop the leg. Not once. He throws up the click. And twice. Drops the leg. He's got to have felt that though. He's got to have felt it as he hooks the leg of Scott Hall. And he got him. Hulk Hogan. Well, Scott Hall done the damage. Definitely done the damage. When he threw him over the top rope. And Hogan fought back. And when he took him down, he dropped a leg, but one wasn't enough. He dropped two. And Hogan.
Here is your winner, Hogan.
And Hulk Hogan is... Oh, wait a minute. And there's the number one contender. And the number one contender's in the ring. And Kevin Nash goes through the back of Hogan. And Kevin Nash in the ring. And Kevin Nash. Oh, man, with a neck breaker there. And, oh, Hogan. And Hogan takes Nash over the top rope. And Hogan is going after Nash on the outside. He obviously trying to get the cheap shot as he kicks him again. And Hogan and Nash going at it here. And Nash getting thrown. And Scott Hall might be needed. And Hogan. Oh! And Hogan. Hogan. No, they took the chair off him. He was going to use that steel chair, Kevin Nash. Oh, and oh man, I think they are getting out of here. Scott Hall grabbing Kevin Nash, pulling him away as Hulk Hogan was about to KO him with that steel chair. Well, there you go, people. Hogan gets the win. Nash tried a little cheap shot, but Hogan fighting back as he always does. Well, main event this Sunday, it'll be Hogan and it'll be Nash for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. And I'm sure Test will be watching that one very closely. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share and subscribe. Leave those comments down below and I will see you in the next episode.